Could a simple wish for another child shake the world of Korea's golden couple? In a moment that no one saw coming, son. Yeah. Jin revealed her heartfelt desire to expand her family, and Hyun Bin's radiant reaction is now setting social media ablaze. What does this mean for the beloved stars? Let's dive into the full story with red carpet revealed right now. Could a quiet rooftop conversation turn into the most talked about moment in Korean entertainment this year? Under the soft golden glow of the Seoul sunset on the secluded rooftop terrace of the Grand Walker Hill Hotel, something truly unexpected happened. A private event hosted for close friends and media partners celebrating Sun Ye-jin's latest endorsement deal quickly turned from professional to profoundly personal, and the air, according to insiders, shifted the moment she opened her mouth. I've been thinking about having another baby, Sun Ye-jin said quietly, yet her voice carried piercing through the clinking of champagne glasses and the polite murmurs of her audience. For a moment, there was absolute silence, and then all eyes turned to Hyun Bin. The actor, known for his poise and carefully measured public appearances, couldn't hold back. A smile, wide and genuine, spread across his face like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. His eyes shimmered, some claimed with tears that never quite fell. Really, he whispered back. Witnesses say it was a moment so raw and intimate it stunned the room. Even those who'd seen them together 100 times before confessed later, this felt different. The road to this moment, to understand the magnitude of this confession, we need to rewind. Since their fairy tale wedding in 2022 and the birth of their son in 2023, Hyun Bin and Sun Ye Jin have been something of a national treasure. Both at the peak of their careers, the pair chose to step back slightly from the public eye to raise their son in relative peace. But whispers persisted. Would they stop at one child? Was the dream of a bigger family still on the table? Speculations had grown quiet over the past year. The couple appeared content, focused on balancing parenting with their selective return to acting. Fans had assumed they were settled, their chapter complete. Until now, a public reveal that felt personal. The reveal came during a brief Q&A segment. A journalist asked what was next for Sun Ye-jin, a question often meant to prompt answers about upcoming dramas or global campaigns. But she hesitated, glanced at Hyun Bin, and said, "Honestly, I feel like something's missing. I keep thinking about a little sibling for our son. I want that joy again." The room shifted. Gasps, stifled cheers, and the palpable tension of a media room suddenly turned into a family space. Cameras flickered on phones tilted discreetly, and Hyun Bin's reaction became the moment that would soon dominate headlines. He didn't say much. He didn't need to. That smile, warm, overwhelmed, and perhaps slightly relieved, said everything. Fans and media react. Within minutes, Sun Ye-jin, another baby, began trending across Korean social platforms. On X, formerly Twitter, clips of the moment racked up millions of views. Fans were ecstatic, calling it the happiest news since their wedding and proof that fairy tale love stories do exist. International outlets picked up the story within hours. Headlines in Japan, China, and the US echoed the same theme: Korea's power couple might just be expanding. Behind the scenes, is this just a wish or a plan? Sources close to the couple suggest this wasn't just a spontaneous remark. According to a friend of the actress, Sun Ye-jin had been quietly expressing this desire in private conversations for months. She's incredibly hands-on as a mom, the friend said, but lately she's been talking about how she misses the baby stage, the warmth, the innocence, the bond. Hyun Bin, insiders claim, has been fully supportive. The couple had previously discussed the idea, but weren't sure when the time would be right. With recent breaks in their filming schedules and their son now walking and talking, the timing may be aligning more than ever. What's next? Neither Hyun Bin nor Sun Ye Jin have made any official statements since the rooftop event. Their agencies have declined to comment, citing the private nature of family planning. But fans aren't waiting for confirmation, they're already celebrating. Messages of support, artwork, and even baby name suggestions are flooding social media. In a year marked by industry scandals and celebrity breakups, this news is a breath of fresh air. a reminder that love, joy, and shared dreams can still light up the entertainment world. Though their love story often seems like a K drama brought to life, sources close to the couple reveal that the journey hasn't been entirely without its shadows. Behind the smiles and camera flashes are two people who've worked tirelessly to protect their family from the invasive glare of fame. Following the birth of their son, Sun Ye-jin quietly took a step back from the limelight, refusing high-paying projects in favor of late-night feedings, diaper changes, and lullabies. Meanwhile, Hyun Bin juggled parenting with a string of complex roles that pushed him emotionally and physically. They were in many ways living two lives beloved stars to the world, and first time parents in a cocoon of exhaustion and wonder. There were rumors, always whispered, never confirmed, of postpartum struggles, of creative frustrations of the couple missing the sparkle that had defined their whirlwind romance. But they kept going, kept smiling, kept walking hand in hand through airport terminals and charity events, often wordless, but always united. This makes Sun Ye-jin's rooftop confession even more significant, because longing for another baby wasn't just about expanding their family, it was about healing, rekindling, rebuilding the tender magic that brought them together in the first place. Hyun Bin, the Silent Pillar insiders, describe Hyun Bin as a deeply introspective man, not prone to public declarations or dramatic gestures. But those close to him say his devotion to Sun Ye Jin is unwavering, bordering on poetic. Every decision he makes now considers her and the baby, a stylist working with the actor, shared anonymously. He even changed a major shooting schedule to avoid missing their son's first birthday. So when Sun Ye Jin voiced her longing for another child, it wasn't just a wish. It was a test of their future direction, and Hyun Bin's quiet smile, filled with pride and vulnerability, was his answer. He looked like a man seeing his dream reflected back at him, said a photographer who captured the moment. It wasn't just joy, it was surrender, as if he was saying, let's build this life, all of it together. A nation holds its breath. South Korea's public has long been protective of its most cherished couple, but the revelation sparked more than mere excitement. It triggered a cultural moment, an emotional wave of nostalgia, hope, and unexpected unity. News outlets ran commentary segments analyzing the significance of the couple's timing. Parenting forums exploded with threads celebrating Sun Ye-jin's honesty, applauding her bravery, and addressing the often taboo topic of maternal yearning, especially after already reaching the pinnacle of career and domestic bliss. Even the entertainment industry responded. Veteran actress Kim Hye-soo wrote a cryptic post on her social media the next day saying, "To desire joy again, when you already have so much, that's the mark of a woman who refuses to stop living with fire in her soul." What the future holds: speculation and sentiment. Will a new addition to the Hyunbin Sun Yejin family arrive in the near future? No one knows for sure, and for now, the couple is staying characteristically silent. But a surge of public goodwill has followed in the days after the rooftop revelation. Baby brands are already quietly preparing proposals. One luxury children's clothing line has reportedly drafted a concept for a Binjin legacy collection inspired by the couple's romantic history and quiet elegance. Some insiders even hint that Hyun Bin may pause his next international film project if pregnancy becomes a reality, a decision that would once have seemed unthinkable for an A-list actor at the height of global relevance. Yet that's the kind of love story this is, the kind that dares to press pause on stardom for the sake of something smaller, yet infinitely more important, or a final moment etched in memory. As the night at the Grand Walker Hill Hotel drew to a close, one final moment caught the eye of a few lingering photographers. Hyun Bin leaned in close to Sun Ye Jin, gently tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. They didn't speak. They didn't need to. But as they turned to leave, he glanced over his shoulder just once and gave a small, almost imperceptible nod to the crowd. It wasn't just a thank you, it felt like a promise. A promise that whatever comes next, be it a second baby, another chapter of stardom, or quiet mornings spent chasing a toddler through the halls of their home, they would face it together, hand in hand, heart to heart, always.